Hi everyone, and welcome to our video on an average rate of change problem involving a bar graph. All right, so we've got the following graph. Okay, so that's a typo. The following graph shows the profit P of X in thousands of dollars for the first 4 years of a new widget business. So they like to use widget in economics and business classes, so I'm just kind of copying it. So it's just some random item. Okay, so the 4 years of a new widget. So we see 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. It says find the average rate of change, and that's our AROC. I'm just writing down the formula again real quick. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or f of x2 minus f of x1 over x2 minus x1. So it just depends on which one we like more or which one's easier to work with. All right, so it says find the average rate of change of profit from 2018 to 2019, 2019 to 2020, and 2020 to 2021. Okay, so this is 3 problems then, A, B, C. Okay, so let's see if I have enough room here. Okay, so for letter A, we want our average rate of change equal to, okay, so for letter A, they're saying x1, let's squeeze that right under. I think I'm going to need a little more room. I'll put B and C down below. Okay, so our x1 in A is 2018. Our x2 is 2019. Okay, so and just to still set up the whole formula, there's that, and then instantly we could put in the denominator. So we have 2019 minus 2018. Okay, so the x's are usually just given right away. And then now I need to find the y2 and the y1. Okay, well, in this problem, this is where x1 was, and this is where x2 was. Well, however high it goes up should be the y value. So it looks like, oh, there's our y1, 4. And then x2 goes up to 8. So that should be y2. Okay, so we've got them both now, and we'll just substitute them in. So we've got 8 minus 4. And then we'll simplify. Again, in parentheses, those would be there. 8 minus 4 is 4. 2019 minus 2018 is 1. And then 4 over 1 is 4. Okay, and let's get our units on this. So the average rate of change of profit from 2018 to 2019, they said profit was in thousands of dollars. Okay, so this would be $4,000. I'm just going to put the word in. 4,000. Let's put the dollar symbol now. And then time, the x's is in years. So $4,000 per year. Okay, so that's that. The other way they might write it is something like this. So they might change the 1,000 into actual thousand. So 4,000 per year. $4,000 per year. Okay, so there's our letter A. The good thing about this is letter B and letter C aren't too much different. Let's look at it down here. I'm going to do them in different colors. Let's do B. Okay, so still we're doing the average rate of change is still y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But our x2s and x1s and y1s and y2s are different. Okay, so this time around our x1 is 2019. Our x2 is 2020. So I'm just marking that information cleanly down below. And then I'm just going to mark these now. So I think I'm just going to scribble out the old ones and say, well, here is x1 now. And then this is x2 now. Okay, so we can put those in. So we have 2020 minus 2019. And then our y1 and y2, again, I'm going to kind of just scribble those out for this new problem. So we've got y1 is 8. Let me just mark it right on top. Y1 is 8. That's where the 8 is on the y-axis. And then it looks like y2 in this problem is 6. Okay, so we have 8 minus... Oh, no, we don't. Careful. Okay, so I was just looking at left to right, but I shouldn't have been. Make sure we've got them connected. So y2 is 6. So that should be first. So 6 minus y1 is 8. There we go. Okay, so the order is important. Don't go too fast like I almost did. Okay, so we've got them in the right spot now. And then 6 minus 8 is negative 2. 2020 minus 2019 is 1. So now we've got negative 2. It simplifies. Okay, and then our last part to this is to state, well, okay, so what's the average rate of change in profit? Negative $2,000 per year. Okay, so they might say that differently. So negative, if negative with money in our language would be like a loss. So losing $2,000 per year. Okay, and this one I chose to do the 0, 0, 0. You could put the word in. Okay, so just back in the main paragraph, it said that should be in thousands, so that the 2 should get a 1,000 attached to it. There we are. Okay, so not too bad. Let's look at this letter C. Let's finish that one off. Okay, so with letter C. Okay, so number 2, I think I have enough space, I hope. I'm just going to scroll down. Letter C, still average rate of change. Every time I'm going to write down that equation, at least this part of it for this problem, to help me try to remember what it looks like when I need it for like test. All right, and then they're saying that x1 should be 2020 in this problem, and x2 should be 2021. Okay, so that same information in the red. And then I'm just going to put the x values in right away. 2021 minus 2020. And then our y values. Okay, so kind of like before, so I just scribbled out, but I'm going to mark these. Okay, so this time around, okay, so I'm going to say, well, this is now the x1, this is now the x2. So let me scribble this out, and I'm just going to highlight this and say, well, this is y1. y1 is 6. And then y2 looks like it is in between 4 and 6, 5. Okay, so it looks like it's right there on the y-axis. Okay, and then again, let's be careful with the order. So y2 is first, so it should be 5 minus 6. And then we get negative 1 over 1. That simplifies to be negative 1. Now, again, this negative and it's dollars. So I'm going to go straight to the second scenario. I'm going to say loss of 1,000. Let's write it like this too. Let's go back to the word just to mix it up. Loss of $1,000 per year. So it's only 1 year, but still put per year. Okay, so that's our other way to kind of write negatives. Okay, so I put the thousands. All right, so there's our average rates of change. So maybe not looking great for this widget company, but let's see what's going on with this last one. So number 2. So number 2, I'm going to do in one other color. So this one got a little messy. Okay, so number 2, though, it says find and interpret this statement. Okay, so I'm going to box that, find and interpret this. Okay, so let's put that down below right here. So number 2, we've got P of 2021 minus P of 2018 over 2021 minus 2018. Okay, well, what this represents, it looks like, I'm going to just kind of highlight right above in purple. It looks like this. This looks like this should be an x2 and this is an x1 because those are years. And then these are functions. These are the y2s and y1s. So this is an average rate of change. So that's going to help us with interpreting. Okay, but P of 2021, now again, these are y values. So I just have to look at it. P of 2021, I'm going to cloud it now at this one, is 5. Okay, so P of 2021 is 5. So we'll plug that in, 5 minus, and then P of 2018, that's this one. Let's mark this one using that notation. So that's at that Y value, that is 4. Okay, so there they both are. So we have 5 minus 4. And then, well, 2021 minus 2018, I'm still going to write, and then parentheses may be needed if you're doing it in one big step or if the numbers are nastier. Okay, but this isn't too bad. 5 minus 4 is 1. 2021 minus 2018 is 3. Okay, so we've got 1 over 3. Okay, so this is so this fraction, 1 over 3 is that as a decimal when we plug it in. And this would be in thousands. Well, let's go back up one also real quick as a reference, or up 2. So where the negative 2,000 came from in this problem was taking this answer and multiplying it by 1,000. Okay, so what we're going to need to do on this problem is also multiply this by 1,000 for the 1,000 part. And so when multiplying, it is just moving a decimal over 3. That's the number of zeros. So there's 3 zeros. So we'll move it 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what we've got is the average rate of change from 2018 to 2021. So those are the 2 years that are involved. So from 2018 to 2021 is $333. I'm going to round that to the nearest whole number. Actually, let's do with that decimal. Let's put it all there. So $333.33 per year. And because it's positive, that would be a gain instead of a loss. That's over those 3 years, though. Okay, so that's an average rate of change problem with a table. So tables, we often have to recycle a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again. So it can get a little messy. Okay, so it might help to just erase from problem to problem, whatever it takes. Okay, so still set up those equations, make sure your numbers are going in the right spot, and I hope you'll be fine with it. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know.